Welcome back from the commercial break. You're still watching Boxing Arena on Max Television. My name is Yaw Takyi Anderson. The Boxing Arena show is brought to you by Kivo 4-in-1 Gary Mix, JB Fresh Fruit Juice Drink, Techno Mobile, and also Max Buy. Now we have a couple of news that we need the viewers to also know. You know that Canelo is now going to face up a new opponent, and it is in the name of Edgar Berlanga. People were thinking that Canelo should be facing up with David Benavides, but now the news coming in there, which we have on our screen, is Canelo will be taking on Berlanga, and this is finalized for September 14th in Las Vegas. So this is what is happening around Canelo's camp. Then also, for the past week, it was Clarissa Shields who went up into a division where people were thinking that can she dominate there? She went there and she dominated. She faced up with Vanessa. Vanessa was holding the WBO light heavyweight and the WBC heavyweight title, and Clarissa went there to demolish Vanessa in just the second round of a TKO. So now Clarissa Shields is now the WBO light heavyweight and WBC heavyweight champion. There is now a 5-time division. I'm talking about world champion. This woman right there, Clarissa Shields, she is so much. There you have it there. So these are some of the news that are having around in the foreign aspect there. Derek, when we talk about women in boxing, it seems when you want to mention one name, you can't leave Clarissa Shields out. Right from the middleweight, welter, he moved up to heavyweight and he went there. People were thinking that, can she really possess the power that she possesses in a middleweight and even welter? She went there and 2 rounds, she just finished it off there.
In boxing, you must know what you have.
Okay.
I believe that she knows her capabilities and abilities. I mean, moving up weight is doing a bit more than what you used to do. Perhaps you reduce the kind of intensity, you do get some more. So I always say that when you are moving up weight, it's a bit easier than when you are shedding off some weight. So I believe that perhaps you'll be surprised that it's always been in that weight class. She always comfortable being there. So going there again, she sees his opponent as just one of the many opponents he fight within his former weight class.
Okay.
And she's big. I mean, when you come to the women's boxing, she's big. I mean, moving from 5 different weight class tells you that she is not just an ordinary champion. She's a champion with a record, with the facts backing her.
Look at the number of titles she holds there.
I am not just surprised she's done it because she's done it before.
Yeah.
So going up there, I knew she could do it, and she did it in style. I mean, I was not expecting a second round win for her, but she went out there and made, excuse me, the nonsense of that weight. she made things look a bit, too simple than
simple.
But she's a woman of a class. I mean, when we mention boxing, you cannot do that without Clarissa.
Right. She's a woman of her class. If you talk about women boxing, you can't leave out the name Clarissa Shields. That is coming from Derek. You know, today being a Friday, tomorrow is a Saturday. The Bell 7 star will be coming on. But this is what we have here. This is Robson Kosinsawo and Oshakur Foster. And the news coming in is that the rematch has been ordered by WBC. Now let's take a look. Let's get into it. They say that a rematch between the pair has now been ordered after the scorecards received huge criticism from fans and respected boxing voices around the world. WBC President Mauricio Suleiman confirmed the news with his post on Twitter reading, "The WBC Board of Governors has ruled to order a direct rematch between WBC Super Featherweight champion Robson Kosinsawo and former champion Oshakur Foster." So this is what we have. This is what we have for you. And look at Foster smiling there, looking at the tense face of course, since our as WBC order the rematch there. You know, Derek, you being a master scorecard, this fight raised up a lot of concerns, and I know that you want to chip in something.
Yeah, so this is one unique thing in our boxing. That is why our fans who get to the boxing arena should stop throwing things. When you think that the result is not in your favor, don't just be destroying the place, because there are rules govern the game even after a fight is done. So this is a fight that people think that perhaps the results must go to a particular boxer, and it went the other way. So what they need to do is to just appeal to the authority, and they will work on it. And I mean, there are so many things. At times, fights results have been overturned. We have issues where rematch of start because perhaps after they watch the fight, they realize that the winner was still a winner, looking at what the scorecard present to them. So the best thing is for them to request for a rematch where both boxers will come again to show whether they are the real champion. So for me, I think it's one thing that we must learn. It is not all the time that we go out bashing officials and staff. Officials, they are human beings, and at times what you see sitting at when they are close, they see things differently. And what we score, I think one of the days we must come here and teach coach our fans what the judges look at. It is not just about just throwing jabs. You can throw about 200 blows. Your opponent might throw 100. 80 will land. 40 will land effectively. You could throw 200. You get 80 landing. 10 will be effective, and the rest will not be that effective. So there are technicalities in the scoring and stuff. So it's not about who is fighting, who is dancing and running around, who is taking the show. No, there are technicalities that they look at to score. So in this case, you could realize that it means that the WBC has taken the results, but they feel that to give the fans the opportunity to re-watch the game, or have an opportunity for those who are complaining to show their class. So the two boxers for Star and Concert, we want to see them coming out. This time, we don't want any closing. They should come and show what they are made of. I mean, I expect one to just finish the fight before the
All right. Thank you very much, Derek. There he has been able to summarize in terms of the master scorecard. You know, he said that if you want to be in that shoes, you need to be analytical. And you see the little that he just said, I'll bring him here again so that he talks more about how to even score when the fight is ongoing. But you know what? Tomorrow, Bell 7-Star Professional Boxing League Season 3. And we are getting into fight night 2 already. Maybe some people don't even know the gyms that are participating in this Season 3. So let me give the opportunity for people to also know the gyms that are participating there. But before I do that, Derek, let me chip you in. First night of the Bell 7-Star Professional Boxing League, you were there as the master scorecard. Just your quick comment on what you've seen so far, fight night 1.
Well, thanks to the sponsors once again. We were waiting for, this year we've delayed because of some 1 or 2 issues, but thank God last 2 weeks we were able to come back. But the Professional Boxing League is like the FA Cup. Obia and Obia. That is where you see a lot of debutants. You see people who have been in it, because it gives the gyms the opportunity to present a boxer who may not have a manager, who may not have anybody to help him to get a fight. So for the professional boxing, we must again say kudos to the mass promotion,
IMAX Boxing Promotions.
Yes, for the wonderful work they are doing, giving boxers the time. And this is Alote.
Theophilus Alote.
Yes, Theophilus Alote just moved from the amateur level, and this is his debut team, because the weight class that was given to Wisdom, he was there, he was presented, and then he took the advantage and win his first professional match. If not for
IMAX Boxing Promotions,
he needs to get some money to be able to stage a fight, or to even pay for an opponent or yes,
Yeah,
the
exactly.
promoter must pay for opponents before he can stay. But they get onto the league,
Yeah.
they deliver, and so for me, I think the Alote showed class on the night.
Yeah.
I mean, he showed class. He shows why he's been one of the best when it comes to the amateur ranks. And for now, we are doing Olympics. There is no boxer there, so most of the boxers who were the black bombers guys, as I've heard, a lot are moving. They are turning pro, and it tells you that fans must expect a lot in this year's professional boxing league. Because most of them I've heard want to come on the Ghana Professional Boxing League
That's good.
With their professional boxing career.
That's good. That's good. They're coming from Derek. So now let's make sure that people also know the gyms that are participating in this season 3 of the professional boxing league. So there we have it. Akotoku Academy Gym is there. We have Panix Gym there. Ghana Army, defending champions, are also there, and Ato Kwashi Gym is also there. And Derek, let's talk a little bit about these gym. Some of the gyms there are traditional gyms. Ato Kwashi, traditional gym. Akotoku, traditional gym. We have Panix, and we have obviously the Ghana Army gym. A little about these gyms.
So Akotoku Academy is Akotoku boxing gym. We used to call that place Akotoku Academy. It was a place that most of our big boxers that we can mention, Azuma Nelson, the Cortes, they passed there. It was academy. The boys want to go there and learn. So if we're talking about one of the old gyms, you cannot do away with Akotoku boxing gym. And they are still around. The guys are still around doing what they know best to keep the gym up. So they are one of the old ones. Then we talk about Panis. Panis, I think that is where
Charles Tete, the first winner of the professional boxing league season 1.
Fantastic coach. It's a small gym with big names. Fowl. They have a boxer called Fowl.
George Faho Mensah.
Yes, Faho Mensah. Yeah, who coming from the gyms, and they will also be featuring on the professional boxing league. So a much younger comparatively gym when you compare to the Akotokus and the likes. But then you have a very good coach in the person of Coach E, who will always give you the best. His boxers are of good quality. You can talk about them. And then we talk about Ghana Army.
Exactly.
The Ghana Army is like, how do I explain it? I don't want to say Frefe Kobo, because they by virtue of their institution, have picked boxers from different gyms. And then because you are an army officer, you are fighting for. So they are. So let me say the Black Stars. They have picked boxers from different gyms. So you have a boxer who goes to
so it's a Black Star. So they've picked like boxers from different clubs.
Yes.
And now they are coming.
Now they've come together as a gym
as a national.
ASO. They are national. Usually Ghana have so a national team.
It's a national.
so yes.
All right. So the Ghana Army, they have produced a Bismarck Sarr.
Bismarck Sarr. I mean, you cannot talk about the professional boxing league without talking about that guy.
Exactly.
He took boxing by storm in the season 2. He's done about 6, but he has 2 stars already. He goes into any difficult fight. Just mention it in his weight, and he will come to fight. And that is less than he has 2 stars. And if you understand what a star is, we have people with 10 fights, we just half star. Yes, because he fights and you can only get that on the professional boxing league. You can't dodge your opponent. They say they are fighting featherweight. You are featherweight in your gym. There's another featherweight coming against you. All you need is to fight that featherweight. And the winner, whilst you benefit in numbers on your records, Boxrec will also, they sit behind, they look at the boxers, and they know that this particular fight is a big one, and that is what is keeping Bismarck Sarr going. So
for Ghana Army. So now let's talk about the other gyms too as well. We have Wisdom Gym, we have Black Panthers, we have Fit Square merging up with Seconds Out, and we have another Ghana national team there. That is Ghana Prisons
Yes,
also there. So, these are gyms that every time they get into the professional boxing league, they exhibit the talent that they have. Wisdom, Black Panthers, Fit Square merging up with Seconds House, and also Ghana Prison Service. Wisdom Gym, that is where Theophilus Alote is fighting from, Derek.
Yeah, sure. So we mentioned Wisdom Gym, and we talk about Coach Asari.
Okay.
They are doing something fantastic. Their daughter, they are into promotions and management of boxers as well. They are doing very good with their boxers. The only problem I have with them is that, most managers may not want their boxers to go into crack fights that they are unknown. So they have good boxers, but they some of them will not or don't fight on a professional boxing league. But I've heard that this particular season they want to, re-establish their authority when it comes to boxing. So if you see Theophilus Alote, it should tell you it's a quality boxer, but he is fighting. And so this one of the gyms that we must look up to this season is Wisdom Boxing Gym. Then we come to Black Panthers. Coach Killer. Wow. Killer has some fantastic. We have the likes of Lamptey, and then this young chap Kome, who was with the amateur ranks. All these guys are turning pro. So I've heard that they are all coming on board and the professional boxing league. So our fans should get ready. They will see a lot of these boxers making them at the amateur level, fighting, having their debut fight, their second, third fight on the professional boxing league.
Exactly. So that's where we have Fit Square also merging up with Seconds Out. So we're going to see how they're also going to fare up there. And we also have another Ghana Prisons Service, Ghana Prisons Gym there also. They are also there. And, in the last season, they also proved that they can also do something. We'll see how Ghana Prisons is going to fare up in this season. Then we have the other gyms there. We have Seaview Gym, Bridge also merging up with Sonia. Then we have the two debutants. That is Discipline Gym and Complex 4 merging up with Palm Springs Gym. Derek, quick one on the two new entries in the name of Discipline and Complex 4.
Yeah, so let me pick Complex 4. Complex 4 came about when somebody saw some boxers who hitherto will not fight competitively, but they have some quality in them, and brought them together and decided that, yes, we'll train you guys to be more competitive now. So Complex 4 has some few boxers they may not have, or that is why they have merged with another gym so that they will have the numbers. So when a weight is presented, they will be able to raise. But they won their first fight.
Okay.
And I think that they know what they are doing. But I want to emphasize.
Okay.
This is a gym made up of boxers who either will just come and play around.
Okay.
They will not be serious. But then they have this quality in them. They have talent in them.
Okay.
So somebody decided to bring them together and give them another life. So now they are even more.
Derek, who is that somebody?
Okay, so let me say this is one thing that the president of the Ghana Boxing Authority is doing. He said that
Mr. Abraham
Nikwe, he said that no, these are guys that they come when you want a boxer to fight to make your records, you call them to come and fight.
Okay.
But then he sits back and says, these guys, when they are serious, they'll be able to do well.
Exactly.
So you see a boxer who either to will not be competitive. Now it's competitive and won his debut fight.
Good.
So he brought them together in a pool and giving the opportunity to fight competitively.
Okay.
So now if you see them and you think that they were those you laugh at the wrong side, because I have been to their gym, and if I tell you the kind of effort and energy they are putting into their training, you'll be surprised that some few months ago, these guys were taking the boxing as a fun. Now they have taken it as a career, and I won't be surprised if we see them fighting out there.
All right, good one there coming from Derek, just taking or saying about a little thing about the participating gyms of this season 3 Bell 7-Star Professional Boxing League. Now let's have the table and the standings of the Ghana Professional Boxing League. I mean the Bell 7-Star Professional Boxing League. But before that, Let's go to Bukum Boxing Arena for the live weigh-in, gearing up for tomorrow's Fight Night 2.
Now have Emmanuel Orakatete from Discipline Boxing Club to do the weighing. Mount the scale. You are supposed to weigh 143 kilos. 136.3 within the weight. Emmanuel Orakatete within the weight.
I've been in boxing for the past 18 years, both amateur and professional. And today being weighing, normally day before the fight, we have what to call weighing and medicals. My duty here is to check their avatars to make sure they are fit for tomorrow's game.
My name is Mubarak Yusuf Nano. I'm a matchmaker for the league that is going on. Well, so far the season 1 it went well, season 2 went well, but looking at the season 3, I think it's fantastic and all. Because even today at the weigh-in, the boxers that we have on board, man, you can't afford to miss it. Well, with the league, I mean, the boxers are really doing well in the league. The league is helping us a lot, and things is going on perfectly as it is too.
Yes, tomorrow the 7-star boxing league, the second fight night is coming on tomorrow, and you can see from the weigh-in, the boxers are ready, the officials are ready, everybody is ready. As we do it all the time, we expect our people to come. We are going to give them a good show. One thing about tomorrow's bout is if you look at the parents, from the 1 to 6, we are having good fights. So we want to thank our sponsors as well, 7-star, Renault, who have been on the show for the first season up to now. We also say thank you to our promoter, IMAS Promotions as well, all the officials and the boxing family.
I think this is an initial state, and so I cannot just compare it to the past ones. We know how sometimes the supporters behave, but for the first day, we didn't see something like that. And I can also say maybe the rain also didn't give us the clear picture of how the spectators are going to be. We must take advantage of the league, because especially the clubs and the coaches there, it is very difficult to train a boxer to get him into a fight. And this league has made it possible for every club that has a boxer who is ripe will be able to at least participate in it and then gradually build his record.
All right, so welcome back. You heard some bragging rights coming from the boxers and the pugilists there, and we see how that is going to fare up. So now let's have the standings after Fight Night 1, the Bell 7-Star Professional Boxing League Season 3. Fight Night 1 standings. So we have Ghana Army occupying the first position there with 3 points. They have TKO in their name. We have the new entry, Complex 4, merging up with Palm Springs, also having 3 points, meaning they've won their first bout. We have Panix Gym also there, is also having 3 points there. But you see Panix there, and you know, if you really followed what happened last 2 weeks, you see that Panix own was as a result of a disqualification. So they have been gifted that 3 points there. That is a technical decision that was made there on the part of Panix Gym. Wisdom Gym also there on the 4th position there with 3 points. That was Theophilus Alote having his first win in professional bout for Wisdom Gym. Atokwashi also there with 3 points on the 5th position. We have Black Panthers also there at the 6th position there, also having 3 points there. So first 6 gym have 3 points in their name. Now moving on, let's get to the other side of the standings. We have 7th position is Akotoku Boxing Gym. They lost their first bout, no points. Discipline also lost their first bout. Fit Square merging up with Seconds Out also lost their first bout. Seaview, the same thing. Bridge merging with Sonia, the same thing. And Ghana Prisons Gym, wow, they also lost their first bout. But you know, as someone said, and I'm talking about Daniel, he always say that this is not 100 meters race. This is a marathon. This is just fight night 1. Getting into like fight night 10, 11 going, you see that things are going to turn around. I have Derek still here with me, and just a quick one on what we should be expecting fight night 2 and also the standings, Derek.
Well, for the standings, I'm not surprised. I mean, the first six on the league log, one of them will be declared winners. The first and the second by the end of the season will come from these 6 clubs.
Wow.
I can tell you.
Wow.
Looking at the gyms there. So Ghana Army, Wisdom Complex 4.
So are you saying that the first 3 or the first 6?
The first 6.
First 6.
We'll get our first 2 from these first 6.
Okay, all right. So we have Ghana Army, we have Complex 4 merging with Palm Springs, Panics Gym, Wisdom Gym, Atokwashi, and Black Panthers. You are saying that at the end of it all, these 6 gyms, one is gonna get the best gym.
Seriously. So if you analytically,
okay,
if you check the last 6 and look at their performance in the first 2 seasons, you get to understand what I'm saying. That's one. Number 2, if you look at so the first season, Charles Cote won. They are not bad. Second season, Ghana Army won. They had some disturbance from Charles Cote, and we don't have bronze team. They also have some quality team.
Okay.
So and you, like I stated, you see Ghana Army, more or less a national team.
Okay.
So it's definitely will get quality boxers in their stable.
Okay.
I expect to see Prisons coming up, maybe joining, coming up.
Okay.
But to win,
joining up the race,
yeah,
maybe
joining
the
up
first
the
6 or
race
first
at the
3.
top. But to win, I'm not too sure.
Wow.
But the likes of Panis, if they do things well, Ghana Army, the likes of Black Panthers, Akutuku Academy. If you look at their previous, so analytically, if you look at their previous performance, when they are able to push a little bit, they will be able to and get the ultimate
prize
by a close of the season.
Thank you very much, Derek Ni Asai Ankra, for passing through the Boxing Arena show. He is the head of media for Ghana Boxing Authority, and he also doubles up to be the master scorecard. Thank you very much for gracing up the show on Boxing Arena show. My name is Yaw Takyi Anderson. Tomorrow at the Bukum Boxing Arena, it is the Bell 7-Star Professional Boxing League. Fight night 2, the bragging right is on. Fire, explosiveness. I'm going to be there. You should also gather yourself and be there. 8:30 p.m. sharp. Then the ring begins. The fight begins. Make sure you are there. Bye for now.